Most people dread the weekend when the backyard starts looking like a jungle, especially when those thick, stubborn branches refuse to budge. That is where these 18-inch loppers come into play. They are surprisingly compact, which is the first thing you notice when you pick them up. At just over a kilogram, they do not feel like a heavy piece of industrial equipment, yet they pack a punch that honestly feels a bit out of place for their size. The secret here is the compound action mechanism. Instead of relying entirely on arm strength, the pivot point does the heavy lifting for you. It multiplies the force you put in, so when you squeeze, it feels like the blade is just gliding through the wood rather than fighting it. It handles branches up to about 1.5 inches thick without much fuss, which is impressive for a tool that fits so easily into a standard garden bag. The steel blades have this low-friction coating that keeps them from getting gummed up with sap, which is a massive relief if you have ever spent half your afternoon scraping gunk off your shears. Now the grips are worth mentioning too. They have a nice, non-slip texture that stays comfortable even if your hands get a bit sweaty, or if you are wearing gloves. It is a small detail, but it makes a world of difference when you are reaching into the back of a rose bush or trying to clear out some thick twigs overhead. You do not feel that jarring vibration in your wrists every time you make a cut, which is a huge win for anyone who has dealt with hand fatigue after a long day of yard work. That said, it is not a perfect tool. Because it is an 18-inch model, you are obviously limited by your own reach. If you're trying to get to those really high, awkward branches, you might find yourself wishing for a longer handle or a telescopic design. It is definitely built for precision and control in tighter spaces, rather than acting as a long-range pole saw. Also, while the steel holds its edge well, you still need to be mindful of what you are cutting. Trying to hack through metal wire or extremely dense, petrified wood will eventually take its toll on any blade, no matter how sturdy it feels. But for general landscaping, trimming fruit trees, or just keeping the bushes in check, this thing is a workhorse. It feels solid, it is easy to maneuver, and it takes the strain out of the chores that usually leave your forearms burning. If you are looking for something that bridges the gap between a small pair of hand pruners and those massive, unwieldy two-handed saws, this is a pretty solid middle ground. It is simple, it does exactly what it claims to do, and it makes the whole process of cleaning up the yard feel a lot less like a chore.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.